You know, my dad worked construction, structural steel. He built buildings. He was a connector. He was an iron worker. He was the one that took the fucking big steel beams and connected them together and made fucking the structure of a building. And he probably was involved in several of the skyscrapers in Fort Worth, several of the skyscrapers in Dallas. I don't know which ones. I couldn't tell you exactly what fucking building, but again, when I look out on the Dallas skyline, when I look out on the Fort Worth skyline, from afar, and you see, you can drive down 30 and see Fort Worth from quite a bit of a distance, and you see all those big ass buildings, and you just think to yourself, wow, my dad had a hand in building some of those, When you drive toward Dallas and you look out on that skyline and you think to yourself, wow, my old man had a hand in building some of that shit, I mean, that's pretty badass. He was an iron worker. Iron Workers Local 263. I do remember that. Iron Workers Local 263. Was a union man. That's pretty cool too. I don't know if unions are all that cool anymore, but it was cool to me at the time, I remember he would, I remember he'd get a job offer from someone else, some other contractor or something, and he'd be like, man, I went there and they were all rat. It was all rat workers, fucking Mexicans and this and that, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, well, what the fuck? He's like, they're not union. They're not union. I'm not working there. Well, alright. I guess. And he didn't sometimes. Sometimes he sat at the fucking house. Not for very long. The union would find him a job and he'd make good money. Toward the end of his career, he worked at a concrete plant down in Midlothian. What the fuck is that? Fuck, I can't remember now. I know he worked at Chaparral Steel, which isn't Chaparral anymore. I remember he worked down there for several years on maintenance, because I used to get the shutdown shirts when they shut everything down for a week, 5 days, and then go in and do maintenance and just fucking rebuild everything, 1988, 1987. Well, I mean, I remember him doing that, That's a big thing. Chaparral Steel, dude. A lot of iron comes out of there. A lot of cool shit comes out of there. My dad had a hand in that, and I mean, that's pretty cool. glad that he did that. I'm very proud. I'm very proud to say that my father. I'm very proud to say that my father had a hand in doing great things. I mean, yeah.